Hi, I'm Ryan West from BecomingJoy.com, your stress and anxiety relief facilitator. I wanted to share a story with you today, and it's actually one that might be your story too. It all starts with my mom, who's this amazing woman who just goes and goes and goes. When I was a kid, she never took a day off or took time just for herself. And even with everything she's done and achieved over the years, I have this one image of her that's really stuck with me. Every morning, I used to find my mom in her bathroom doing her hair. She'd be sitting there on the stool in front of the mirror with her makeup all spread out on the counter in front of her, and she'd be working the blow dryer and the curling iron and the hairspray, spending at least an hour just to get rid of her natural curls. Now, as a little kid, I never understood what the problem was with her hair. I just looked at her and I thought she was beautiful. And what I'd always wished was that this was who she saw in the mirror too. Probably like you, I grew up soaking in a lot of different messages about what it meant to be a good woman, including the idea that as a woman, I had to sacrifice, and that other people's happiness came before mine, that it was better to give than to receive. I learned that I had to make my body in a particular way in order to be accepted, and that underneath it all, there was something wrong with me. Maybe even just because I was a woman. I also found the greatest insult that would nail me right in the heart was to be called the S word, selfish. So just like many other girls, I took those values and rules I learned and I ran with them as an adult. And what I found out was that when I pushed too hard, giving too much without consideration for myself, all it did was make me sick. I had terrible asthma attacks and chronic neck and back pain. I was highly critical of myself and often moody. Those closest to me would say, bitchy. And when I said yes to things because I didn't want to disappoint someone else or because I wanted to be liked, I'd get stressed out and totally overwhelmed. What I finally realized was that for me to show up and live my purpose, the only way I could do that was to take care of myself first. And I'll admit that was a really hard thing to do, and I didn't get to where I am today without a lot of help. But when I finally surrendered to this, I got happier and healthier and a whole lot nicer. And I was finally able to begin helping other women eliminate their stress and anxiety too. Living my life with a focus on taking care of myself first allows me to affect more people in a deeper way. And I'll tell you a secret. I get to have more fun too. To get here, I had to unlearn much of what I'd taken in from our culture and my role models. I had to allow myself to do things to take care of me, even if no one else around me understood. I had to shift my relationship with my body and allow myself to look in the mirror and see me as who I really am. Someone who deserves my own time, love, and attention. And I say this to you now, not because I have this all figured out. I don't. But there's still some days where I forget to eat or I can't seem to let myself off the hook for something I did or said. But on the whole, I've learned that for me to make a difference in the world, at the level that the world needs right now, I need to be my very best self. And I can't do that if I'm exhausted or chronically worried or critical of myself or stressed or sick or cranky. Because I affect everyone around me, and then those people affect all those around them. So the world's counting on me to show up as the best version of myself. And you know what? The world is counting on you too. So if you love helping people, imagine how much more of an impact you could make if you had more energy, if you were happier and more emotionally balanced, if you were more well-rested and your body was healthier. What if the time and energy you spent taking care of yourself could radiate out of you and exponentially affect our whole planet in a positive way beyond anything you could possibly even imagine. I know it's easy to look at what's happening in the world and feel completely powerless, as what you could do as one woman could not possibly make a dent, and that it's exhausting and lonely and depressing to be here alone. But what if this story isn't just about you? It's actually about all of us. All of us working together, supporting one another, showing up in service, not only for the rest of the world, but for ourselves too. So this brings me to the community of women that I'm bringing together. Women who, like me, are committed every day to practicing loving ourselves first, taking care of ourselves first. And I'd love to invite you to join us. The reason I've created this community is because what I want for you is what I want for all women. To be able to take time for yourself without feeling guilty or selfish. To feel comfortable saying no to things that won't help you stay balanced without worrying about disappointing someone or not being liked. To be able to honor and celebrate the aliveness and miracle and beauty of your body with love and kindness and rest and delicious food and joyful movement and, of course, my favorite, fun. I'd like to leave you today with an invitation to allow me to reflect your true self back to you as your own mirror. You are an amazing beauty, here to change the world. And it all starts with you. You, more than anyone, deserve your time, love, and attention. And if you do that and nothing else, you will succeed in making this world a more beautiful, loving, healthy, peaceful place. If you'd like to join me on this journey and become part of this community I've described, I welcome you. You can find out more and join us at becomingjoy.com/community. I'll see you there.